Good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Learning to analyze news, okay? And what Sam does better than everybody else is he can, within seconds, tell you what's going to happen. NVIDIA put out that statement, and within minutes, the market was up 12 SPX, went down 10 SPX, it went down 22. So why did that happen? It doesn't matter if the news is good or bad or whatever. It's the reaction to the news, and it has to be the why, okay? So NVIDIA, he said good stuff. But here's the thing. If you're going to say, oh, if China is banned, we're going to lose 25% of our revenue, do you think anybody's going to go look at data center and say, how much is the revenue? Let me look at that, times it by 25%, and see if I still want to own the stock. No, they immediately sell. They sell within seconds. 25% is a number. They don't care the data center. If he wants to be more accurate, then he should say, we'll lose $100 million. But he doesn't want to do that. So the market tanks. Okay? Then he says, if they do that, there's nothing going to happen yet, right? There's nothing happening yet. There's no material impact. Well, why would there be material impact if he hasn't done anything? See, I mean, these are just stupid statements, okay? Now, I fully understand saying we have demand elsewhere and everything else, but here's the thing. Why are you going to go buy the stock? And it's going to sit here between 400 and 420, maybe 425. Why are you going to buy the stock if any time in the next 30 days we get news that Biden implemented that and they're going to be impacted by 25%? So that probably takes the stock down 30 points. So 30 points, 10%, 8%, right? The stock goes down 8 or 9%, 10%. Why is any money manager going to take that risk? He'll take that risk after it happens or it doesn't happen. So now what he's done is he put that stock in just a sitting range. See, if he doesn't say that, then nobody knows. And the stock was at 418. It was about to go to 430 on speculation. There's no reason to say that. See, that's the problem with companies. They open their mouth without knowing what's going to happen. Okay? Now, Sam knows what's happened. They could pay me, and I can tell you what's going to happen before it happens. Because I see it. Okay? Okay. So let's talk about MU. MU. I mean, there are really dumb people on Twitter. I mean, really, really stupid people. There are even dumber people at Citibank. Really. An analyst says MU is going to miss. MU is going to guide down. And they have a problem with China. Who cares if they have a problem with China? Do you know what China did? See, people don't even understand this. This is why Sam is just Sam. Okay? Pay attention here, okay? So they told Micron, so Micron sells chips, and there's some RAM and the DRAM and all that, NAND and all this stuff. Your basic memory doesn't even have anything in the thing. There's nothing there. Let's just ban Micron. Okay, they're banning Micron. Nothing wrong with that. They can do whatever the hell they want to do, right? They're China. U.S. can do whatever they want to do. They're U.S. So did China come out and say we don't need the memory? No. China never said that. This is how stupid people are on Twitter. And yeah, I'm using the word stupid because they are. China never said they don't need the memory. They just said, we're not going to let you sell it. We're going to go buy it from Samsung. They're going to go buy it from somebody else. So Micron says we have an issue. We can't sell enough to them. They said great stuff. Memory has bottomed. The prices are going up. There's insatiable demand. But they have an issue in China. They can't sell to China. Okay, so it's a Micron problem. What's that got to do with anybody else? Has nothing to do with anybody else, right? Interesting, right? So the news is very, very, very good, okay, from Micron. It's very good. Now, maybe not stock specific. And look, if you guys are smart, things that you need to learn. If a stock doesn't move, and it only moves reasonable, Align Technologies, ANET hasn't moved. We bought it that first week. It moved 5, 6, 8 points. You had $2, and then it hasn't moved in 7 weeks. Piece of shit stock. Okay? Now, Sam's going to go buy that garbage stock one day for earnings because then it'll move. And then we won't play it again for 10 weeks or 12 weeks. Too many people playing MU. MU was not a play. I mean, I've watched MU since 1990. When MU started doing okay, SanDisk came in, and SanDisk was the play because it moved 10 points a day. MU is not a play. A guy sent me a message yesterday. I mean, I almost dropped my phone into the pool. Almost dropped my phone into the pool. I don't even know if it's waterproof. He told me, do you like Intel? I just laughed. Intel hasn't moved. Intel hasn't moved in 23 years. I'll give you another one, Pfizer. Go look at Pfizer. Pfizer can't get over 40 and hold for 20 years. 20 years. I mean, I'm just dumbfounded that somebody would think Intel was a play. I don't care if Intel goes up 200 points. It's not a play. It's garbage. Cisco, garbage. GE, garbage. IBM, garbage. If you're going to play options, don't buy those stocks. You will get killed. And you know something? You should get killed. And you know something else? If you get killed enough, you'll learn. Some people only learn by getting killed. Don't be that person. Okay? So now let's go back to MU. Here's the thesis. Sam's thesis is so perfect you can't even make this up. If you believe in AI and you think AI is coming, that means you're going to need more GPUs, more computers, more other chips to connect to the internet and everything else, more app stuff, more software, and more memory. Now, if you think the whole AI thing is garbage, short away. Short away. Very straightforward. Very, very, very straightforward. This SMCI is not even 300 here, probably going to 400. If all those chips that NVIDIA is selling, somebody, do you think these people, let's say Oracle, do you think Larry Ellison is saying, let me go buy $1 billion worth of chips, and then I'm going to go to Dell to build the computers? Really? Oh, no, I'm going to go to Gateway. There's still a Gateway here or there. I'm going to go find Gateway computer because they can do it for cheap. Really? You're going to put a $40,000 chip, and let's say there's 4 of them in there. You're going to put a $160,000 computer with a third-tier guy, some guy on a corner saying, I'll fix your computer. Who's going to make those? That's SMCI. So now maybe they only make them for a year, and then nobody builds these computers anymore. They need less, and SMCI goes to $5. I'm good with that because we'll have sold it for 200, 300, 400, 500, whatever. But you have to come up with theses, and we do this all the time. If Micron is good, Lam Research can run. Where can Lam Research go? It can go to 700, 729. Wow. Maybe not today. Next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Let me tell you, in the next 6 to 8 weeks, there could be a tech movement that you haven't even seen. Okay, last thing. We'll get going. Microsoft says they're going to go make. I mean, nobody, I'm going to go read an article on this. Nobody does analysis like Sam while he's just sitting there doing nothing. Okay, yeah, Sam does nothing here and there. Boring guy. Maybe not. So here's the math. Microsoft is going to do 200 million in sales. 200 million in sales. Okay? So they're going to go to 500 million in sales. That's 500 billion. So they have to do 300 billion more. 300 billion more. So let's say 2024. Don't use 2023. 2023 is halfway done. So let's use 2024. So 2024 to 2030 is 6 years. 6 years, how many quarters? 4 quarters a year. So that's 24 quarters. Right? 24 quarters. 24 quarters to make $300 billion more. So that's 10 billion more a quarter. If you say natural progression, they have to do 10 billion more, and that's only 240. That's only 240 billion. That's not even 300 billion. So let's say 240 billion more, and they said 300 billion. That's 10 billion more. When is Microsoft going to guide up by $10 billion? Did they already do that this quarter? They haven't guided up, but are they going to report up by 10 billion? Holy shit, that means it's 400. And then if they guide up by 10 million, then it's 450. If the company is going to 1.5 times itself from 330, that's 660 is a double, and another 170, 660, 760, 840. The CEO is telling you company goes to 840. Holy shit. How come nobody on Wall Street has done that math, saying if they're going to get there, they have to guide up by 10 billion every single quarter? Now, they may do 50 billion more one quarter or whatever. Or you can't get there. You can't get there. Simple math. When does it go? Don't know. Don't know. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. That's what we know. That's what we know. Okay, good morning, everybody. 6:29. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Then we see. SPX, it was up 12. It is up 14. No compelling reason why this shouldn't hit 4,400 today, unless somebody says something dumb. Okay? 4,400, 4,409, 4,421, 4,452. Underneath 4,380. Avago. 862. If it can get to 862, it has a shot of 888. Interesting. NVIDIA, 419, 426, 429. Probably just bases somewhere in there. Underneath, 399 would be bad. Lam Research, 652, 671, 692. CMG, if it opens through 2126, high of year. Carvana, Rippy, 3139. UPST, 39 Beast. Snowman, 191, 192. So we sold Snow early. Now you could have got $2 more, but then it came down way under what we sold. So why did Sam sell? It never holds. And the news was average at best. That's why we sold. Doesn't mean it doesn't go up again. It's just the premium was too high. If it's not going to hold, it's too high. Look, go back in history. If you go look at premium for Snow on a 2-year basis, 10 points out of the money, always less than $1. 10 points out of the money, $3. Jesus. That means they were buying it for this news, and they were going to take it down. Adobe, If it can get to 494, if and when it gets to 494, 496 is an accelerator that rips it all the way to 518. Coin, 76.81. MDB, 409, 422. Netflix, 441, 452. Micron, 69, 69.70. Shop. Can it break 66? It just can't seem to break it. SMCI, 242, 251. NOW, 562, up nicely. Microsoft, can it break through 341? Last day of the trial there today. Tesla, 262, 269. That's what we know. That's what we know. Give me comments, questions. Regis Philbin loves Micron. Interesting. Breaking reading, U.S. GDP comes in at 2% above expectations of 1.1%. Look, here's the thing. And Scott Wapner, I mean, this guy finally getting better after years and years of getting better. He said something. He must be listening to Sam. He says, yesterday, he says, what if everything you know, that everything that you have ever learned is wrong? Well, Sam says, throw your books away and burn them. I've been saying it for years. It is wrong. The pandemic came, everything is different. Nothing is the same. If you have a family member or somebody, I hope not, but if you do, that was affected by COVID or passed or whatever, you will forever spend money and you won't save a penny. You will go do whatever you want to do saying COVID could strike me. People that stayed inside for 2 years, 3 years, got in, divorced, whatever happened, things that happened, they're always going to spend money. I don't care if they don't have any money. They'll get a second credit card, third credit card. They'll spend money like you've never seen. And it doesn't end. That's what people don't understand. The world is forever different. It's forever different. Nothing matters. People have more money than you can imagine. Everybody have a great trade day. See you in chat.